Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Excuse me. Today's January 8th, 2026. I'm getting it. Today's affirmation is, I let other people have their experiences. You don't always have to fix everything. When it's appropriate, you can offer solicited advice or maybe even lend a helping hand, but you don't have to take responsibility for what's happening in other people's lives. If you really feel like you have to do something, just send them buckets of love and be a calm, steady presence that they can turn to for support if necessary. Remember that everyone is learning the lessons they need to learn, and it's not your job to make sure everything turns out the way you think it should. Love, Teddy. Yes, P.S. Yes, even your kids. This one is so important because I think it's natural. It feels good, right? To like jump in and try to help other people solve their problems. Like it feels like that's what you're supposed to do a lot of the times. But it's so important to remember that, first of all, every situation that everybody's experiencing has been orchestrated for a reason, right? Like they manifested that in their lives. The universe brought that to them for a reason. Maybe there's something they need to learn. Maybe that's something they have to go through. Excuse me. But when your presence and your involvement is necessary and appropriate and desired, it will be clear to you, right? But if there's a situation where it's like, okay, I don't really know how I can help, I don't know what to do, it's clear they don't want me involved, don't feel like it's your obligation to try to fix it for them, right? Like even the people closest to you in your life, this can be really hard because as a parent especially, you feel like you want to dive in there and get into it with them. But sometimes you just have to just witness people experiencing difficult things and watch them go through the learning trajectory that they need to go through, and it's not easy. And it doesn't mean being apathetic, obviously, like doesn't mean sitting back and just watching people suffer and not worrying about it. But you really have to kind of be discerning about when it's appropriate for you to get involved and when it's more appropriate for you to just witness their learning experience and let them have that, right? Like it's not always about you. I just see a lot of people sort of centering themselves in other people's problems, trying to help, like with the best intentions, but then kind of making it about them rather than just letting this person go through this and figure out what they need to figure out, if that makes sense. So that can be a really powerful thing to just learn when you need to step back and watch it happen rather than jump in and get involved. And only when what the right answer is. But I think when you have that intention, when you have that thought, like, is this a time when I need to get involved? It'll become clear to you. No, you know what? No, this is really not about me. I don't need to interject myself into this scenario and try to make it about me. This person just needs to have this experience. So I hope that's helpful for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, I'd appreciate a like and a comment if you have a second. That's really helpful for me. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.